vice president of a university. She unalives herself because of excessive bullying. She attempted to seek help. Lincoln University President Dr. John Moseley and the board of curators are now under fire after the university's vice president of student affairs, Dr. Antoinette Candia-Bailey, took her own life on the 8th of January. Bailey's passing has now sparked outrage from LU alumni across the country who are now calling for the resignation of that president, President Moseley. New documents sent to KRCG and written by Candia-Bailey on the day she took her own life, outlining University President Dr. John Moseley as causing, quote, enough harm and mental damage, end quote. Multiple emails obtained by someone close to Mrs. Candia-Bailey and shared with KRCG shows that she sent emails to the president of the university and to the board of curators outlining the request for family medical leave and ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, state that relationship, between her and the president went downhill due to her severe depression and anxiety. Sources state that Dr. Bailey was left, quote, unsupported, disregarded, and abused after countless attempts to speak out on the bullying and harassment she experienced in her role from the university's president. Dr. Bailey also reportedly discussed in a letter before passing the stigmatized bullying she faced from the president and other leadership officials. After disclosing her mental illness to the university, sources tell us that the administration failed Dr. Bailey in her cries for help and should no longer be allowed to lead Lincoln University. And I concur. Additional emails reveal that when she made complaints about how she was treated to the board of curators, the board president wrote a response back to her saying in part, quote, please be advised, the board of curators does not engage in the management of personnel issues for Lincoln University and will not be taking further action related to this issue. All right, well, put them up full mast then. Welcome to the party. Board of Curators, Lincoln University. Dr. Bailey also wrote that she was intentionally harassed and bullied, and that after receiving a poor evaluation, when she asked for help, the president, Dr. Moseley, ignored requests, failing to respond to emails, or when face-to-face danced around the topic. Chapter 3 of the Board of Curators bylaws, which have been in effect since March 30th, 2023, covers operational guidelines for personnel. That section of bylaws is unclear whether the board can take on any personnel or HR issues outside of hiring in certain circumstances. In her final email to the president of the college on the day of her death, Dr. Bailey also asked for only select members of her sorority to be allowed to collect her things, saying, Roseanne can speak with my family from the administration. You're not to have any contact. You've caused enough harm and mental damage. KRCG has reached out to the administration at Lincoln University. They have declined to comment at this time. On Thursday, the Board of Curators called a meeting for Friday at 3 p.m. with a partially open session agenda. The Jefferson community is now rallying for accountability, utilizing the hashtag #FireMoseley to help raise awareness and shed light on the beloved VP alumni's tragic passing. University president has to go. Your board of curators, in my opinion, are feckless leaders. Somebody should have had an ounce of humanity. This is an institution not simply of higher education, but of higher connection. And it's unfortunate it happened this way. Rayyvana, thoughts here?
Yeah, I mean, this is a horrific story. And not only does this president need to go, they also I believe that her estate needs to sue for a workplace harassment, potential disability discrimination. This is mortifying. And, we talk about bullying a lot in relation to children in school, but bullying is something, that we see perseveres into adulthood, particularly in the workplace. And, as the details laid out here, she was um, being harassed by her direct supervisor, by the person in a position of power above her. And she reached out to support from the board and they shot her down. All of these people had a role to play in her taking her own life and this tragedy. And, there needs to be severe repercussions and insurances that that they're going to take meaningful steps to ensure that this never happens again.